Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Have you ever felt completely stuck? Maybe it's the burden of debt weighing on your chest, an illness that won't leave, or sadness that follows you no matter how much you try to escape it. We live in a world where problems seem endless. But what if I told you there are just two names of Allah that, if you say them every day with sincerity, can open doors you never imagined and bring solutions faster than you thought possible? This is not my claim. It's a reminder from our beloved teacher, Ustadh Baajour, who has shared again and again that the treasures of Allah's names are keys to unlock the hardships we face. And today, I want to take you on a journey. We'll uncover these two powerful names, explore the meanings behind them, and dive into real-life stories, both from our Quran and from our world right now, that prove the power of calling upon Allah with the names He taught us. Stay with me till the end, because I'll not only share the two names but also real stories happening right now where people saw their life transform. Before we start, type in the comments. Do you believe that the names of Allah can change your reality? Yes or no? Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video, because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Identifying common struggles of today. When we look around our world today, it feels like every headline carries pain. Families are losing their homes because of war. Fathers are searching desperately for work but cannot feed their children. Hospitals are filled with people carrying illnesses that doctors still cannot cure. Think for a moment about a mother in Gaza, clutching her child in the middle of the night, praying that the next missile doesn't fall on her home. She whispers Allah's names through her tears, holding on to faith as her only shield. Or picture a young man in America, surrounded by opportunities, yet crushed by depression and loneliness. He smiles on the outside but cries every night, wondering if life will ever feel worth living again. Then imagine a refugee family, standing in line in the freezing cold, waiting for shelter, waiting for bread, waiting for someone to simply say, "You are safe now." These struggles are heartbreaking, but they are not new. They mirror the same struggles mentioned in the Quran. People facing hunger, danger, lost team, fear, and hopelessness. And just like Allah answered their cries then, He's still answering today. The names of Allah are timeless keys, opening doors for prophets and ordinary believers alike, whether centuries ago or right now. If you are going through a hardship right now, pause this video for a second and whisper, Ya Fattah, Ya Razzaq. Let's do it together. Write in the comments, what hardship do you want Allah to open for you today? You never know who might say Ameen for you. Reveal the two names of Allah. Now it's time to uncover the two names of Allah that can transform your life. Al-Fattah and Ar-Razzaq. Al-Fattah means the opener. He's the one who opens what is locked, who grants clarity when confusion surrounds you, who removes barriers and shows you doors where you thought there were only walls. Every time you feel stuck, remember that Allah is Al-Fattah, the one who can open your heart, your mind, and your circumstances. Ar-Razzaq means the provider. He's the one who provides for every creature, from the smallest insect crawling in the desert sand to the child waiting for milk in their mother's arms. Allah says in the Quran, "Indeed, Allah is the provider, owner of power, the strong." Surah Ad-Dariyat 51-58. Your provision doesn't depend on your boss, your government, or the economy. It comes directly from Ar-Razzaq. Think of the story of Prophet Yusuf as locked in prison, abandoned and forgotten, The doors of this world seemed permanently sealed. Yet when Yusuf turned to Allah, Al-Fatah opened a path no one could have imagined. From a dark cell to the palace of the king, from prisoner to treasurer of the land. That's what happens when Al-Fatah opens for you. And stories like this are not only in the Quran, they're happening today. A brother I heard about had declared bankruptcy, lost his business, and didn't know how to face his family. In his desperation, he turned to Allah and began reciting daily, Ya Fattah, Ya Razzaq. He didn't know how, but within weeks, he started receiving unexpected business opportunities and contracts. His heart softened, his hope returned, and his life took a new turn. Allah is still the same Fattah and the same Razzaq. His names don't change, and His mercy is never limited. What He did for Yusuf, what He did for countless believers before us, He can do for you today. Repeat with me now, Ya Fattah, Ya Razzaq. Say it 3 times and feel the difference. Comment below, how do you feel after saying these names right now? Calm, hopeful, or emotional? Stories of the Quran to understand the power of Allah's names, Al-Fattah and Ar-Razzaq. Let's revisit some of the most powerful stories from the Quran, because these aren't just stories, they are blueprints for our own struggles. Musa. At the Red Sea. Imagine standing with Prophet Musa, and his people, with Pharaoh's army racing behind and the endless sea in front. Every direction was closed. There was no escape, no plan, no hope. But Musa, knew that when all doors are shut, Allah is Al-Fatah. In that desperate moment, Allah commanded the sea to split, and it opened into a pathway of safety. What seemed impossible became a reality. How many of us feel like this today? Chased by debts, chased by fears, with nowhere to run? Remember, the same Al-Fatah who opened the sea for Musa can open the sea of your problems. Maryam, under the palm tree. Now picture Maryam alone in the wilderness, in the pain of childbirth, with no one by her side. In her weakest moment, she cried out. And what did Allah do? He sent a stream of water to flow beneath her and commanded the palm tree to drop fresh, ripe dates. Alone and vulnerable, Allah reminded her, "You are not forgotten. I am Ar-Razzaq, and I provide even in the most impossible places." Think about the refugees today, mothers in war zone holding their children, crying in fear. Just like Maryam, Allah is still the provider. The people of the cave. Ashab al-Kahf, Surah Kahf. Young men who believed in Allah were forced to flee their homes, persecuted for their faith. They hid in a cave with nothing, no food, no safety, no shelter. Yet Allah opened for them peace and protection and preserved their lives for centuries. This is Al-Fatah, opening the door of safety, and Ar-Razzaq, sustaining them in ways beyond human understanding. Doesn't this sound like the countless refugees and homeless people of today who have nothing but faith to hold on to? These Quranic stories are not relics of the past. They are mirrors of the struggles we see every day. Families on the run from bombs, people sleeping under bridges, students uncertain about their future. And just like Allah provided for Musa, Maryam, and the people of the cave, He can provide for you, right here, right now. Every time you feel trapped like Musa at the sea, say, Ya Fattah. Every time you feel abandoned like Maryam under the palm, say, Ya Razzaq. Write in the comments, which story from the Quran gives you the most hope when life feels impossible? Real life stories happening now. It's one thing to hear Quranic stories from centuries ago, but sometimes our hearts ask, does this still happen today? The answer is yes. Allah's mercy never changes. His names, Al-Fattah and Ar-Razzaq, are still opening doors and providing for people in ways that seem impossible. The Syrian refugee family. I heard of a Syrian family who lost everything in the bombings. Their house was destroyed, their business vanished, and they walked miles with nothing but the clothes on their backs. In the camps, with no food or safety, the father began whispering daily, Ya Fattah, Ya Razaq. Days later, international aid arrived with supplies, and volunteers helped them rebuild their lives step by step. The father said, when every door was closed, Allah opened one we never saw coming. The Nigerian mother. Then there's the story of a single mother in Nigeria. For months, she couldn't find a job to feed her children. Every night after Isha, she raised her hands and repeated, Ya Razaq, Ya Razaq. She cried, she pleaded, but she never stopped. One morning, she was offered a position at a school nearby with enough salary to provide for her family. She said, it wasn't just money Allah gave me. He gave me dignity, stability, and peace. That is Ar-Razzaq, the student in Europe. And think of a student in Europe struggling to pay tuition fees, working late nights, barely surviving. Before his exams, he began reciting Ya Fattah, Ya Razaq. Within months, not only did he pass his courses, but he also received an unexpected scholarship that covered his living expenses. He told his friends, I was hopeless, but Allah opened doors I never imagined. These stories aren't fairy tales. They are happening right now, in our world, to people just like you. Families in crisis, mothers in despair, students overwhelmed, and Allah responds. These stories remind us that the distance between your problem and its solution may be just a single sincere dua away. These people are not different from you. They breathe the same air, cry the same tears, and carry the same fears. If Allah opened doors for them, He can open them for you. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Say, Ya Fattah, Ya Razaq. Imagine your door opening. Imagine your risk arriving. Comment. What risk are you praying for right now? Health, peace, money, family. Practical daily routine. Now that we've seen the power of Al-Fattah and Ar-Razzaq, it's time to put it into practice. Consistency is key. Here's a simple daily routine you can follow to invite Allah's guidance and provision into your life. Morning. After Fajr prayer, find a quiet moment and repeat Ya Fattah 33 times. Feel the doors of your day opening. Imagine opportunities unfolding, problems shrinking, and clarity entering your mind. This is the first step to start your day with Allah's opening power. Afternoon, during your sujood in Dhikr or Asr, recite Ya Razaq 33 times. Let your heart open to the limitless rizq Allah can provide. Whether it's material sustenance, health, peace, or guidance, trust that Ar-Razzaq knows what you need and when you need it. Night. Before sleep, whisper both names together, Ya Fattah, Ya Razaq. Reflect on the day, the doors that opened, the sustenance that arrived, the blessings, big or small. Combine this with dua and gratitude. Thank Allah for the visible and invisible favors He has bestowed upon you. Consistency transforms lives. Even 1 minute a day, sincerely devoted to Allah's names, can shift your perspective, your heart, and your reality. Think of it as planting seeds. The more you water them with remembrance, the stronger and more fruitful they become. Don't just watch. Start today. Take 1 minute after Fajr tomorrow and begin this habit. Type "I will start tomorrow" in the comments if you commit to saying these names. Emotional climax and deep reflection. Take a moment and imagine something powerful. Millions of people around the world, from every nation and background, reciting Ya Fatah, Ya Razak together with sincerity. Imagine the doors of rizq opening, not just for you, but for entire families, communities, and nations. Jobs that seemed impossible to get suddenly appear. Hearts that were heavy with worry feel light again. Guidance comes where confusion once reigned. Maybe, right now, a part of you is skeptical. Will this really work for me? Will saying these names really change my reality? Let me tell you this. The names of Allah are timeless. The same Al-Fatah, who opened the Red Sea. The same Ar-Razaq, who provided for Maryam as under the palm tree, is still active in your life today. Try it sincerely, even for a few minutes a day, and watch how Allah surprises you in ways you never expected. The Quran reminds us, and whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. 65:3. When doors seem closed, when your heart feels heavy, when solutions appear impossible, rely on Allah. He is sufficient. Your reliance on Him, paired with a consistent remembrance, can turn despair into hope, scarcity into provision, and obstacles into opportunities. This is the moment to pause, reflect, and trust. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and whisper, Ya Fatah, Ya Razak. Imagine the burden lifting, the doors opening, and the rizq coming your way, sometimes in ways you can't even foresee. Put your trust in Allah, whisper Ya Fatah, Ya Razak, and let Him do the rest. Tell me in the comments, do you trust Allah's timing, even when the doors seem shut? Conclusion and dua. As we come to the end of this journey, let's remember the essence of what we've learned today. The two powerful names of Allah, Al-Fatah and Ar-Razaq. Saying these names daily, with sincerity and faith, can open doors you thought were closed and bring provisions you never imagined. Make it a habit, morning, afternoon, and night, and watch how Allah transforms your heart, your mind, and your life. Before we close, let's make a heartfelt dua together. Raise your hands, open your heart, and say, Ya Fatah, Ya Razaq. Open the doors for everyone watching this. Grant them rizq in health, family, guidance, and iman. Remove their worries, ease their burdens, and fill their hearts with peace and trust in you. These names are a bridge between our struggles and Allah's limitless mercy. Whether it's guidance, sustenance, or relief from hardship, Allah is listening, and He is capable of miracles beyond imagination. As you go forward, don't just keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with your family, friends, and anyone who might need hope today. Subscribe for more reminders, and join this community of believers in making dua together every day. Before you leave, type Ameen in the comments to join this dua. Let's flood the comments with Ameen so we can all make dua for each other and witness Allah's mercy in action. Remember, Allah's doors are always open. All we need is faith, patience, and the courage to call upon Him with His beautiful names.